Hey everybody, give me one quick second and I will do this. I just have a random phone call. Give me 1 second. You know what? As I about to do this, I will have the guest introduce himself, and I will be right back.
Hey, it's me.
No, you're good.
I guess I guess I might as well do the
I
introduction
just have
now.
a phone call really quick, and I'll be right back.
No worries. All right, I'll just do the introduction I've done for 4 years now. Vigilante Wiz here on another episode, or the first episode I've done with Real Wade Nation Gaming. And I'm happy to be here. Hopefully he'll be here soon after his phone call. Hopefully everything's smooth. Feels pretty cool. Pretty cool. And not sure how many interviews you've done. Said that I know you did the one with Josie and Clay, one of the first few, so I feel honored. I know you did the one with Josie Clay, Dad Man Walking, who I do know somewhat.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that. You know how life is. You get a phone
Yeah.
call, guess what? It never goes.
It's all right, man. No big deal.
So, how's your day going?
It's going all right. It's going all right. I'm living. I'm alive. So that's always a good thing.
Let me just get a tweet. I should have sent the tweet out, but let me just do that really quick, and then I will actually start it.
Yeah.
Get
No
my
worries. No
phone.
worries.
So, how did your stream go last night?
It went okay. It went okay. That was my first time streaming off of like a console. I usually just stream off of Steam. And so it went okay. It went okay. As I guess as well as all my streams kind of go off the rails, to be honest. All of my streams.
I know, right? Join the club.
Yeah. That's streaming in general. I haven't. I used to use StreamYard. I stopped using it because they want you to pay for it. They start taking away things that used to be free.
I don't spin it. I mean, you can't tell, sort of, but.
Mm-hmm. So I just started using OBS, but I mean, there's always issues no matter what you use. But yeah, all my streams pretty much go off the rails because they're in general, like we were actually talking about, because they're gaming streams, but they're as much about the conversations we have as it is the game that's being played. But sometimes that can be a battle depending on what game I'm playing. So if I'm playing a challenging game, it's hard for me not to want to focus on the game more so than the conversation. And then that can be, I guess sometimes that is the fun of me screwing up.
Yeah. I forgot how I found you, honestly.
It's funny. I was wondering the same thing. I know you for at least a couple months, but I'm like, I don't remember how I found you or you found me. But I mean, like I said, I saw Dad Man Walking that you did stuff with him, and I know of him. So somehow we must have known.
Did you ever do anything with Zax?
Yeah, I've done stuff with Zax. Maybe that was it.
Maybe that was it. I don't know.
I remember before Zax was even a content
like,
creator.
I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah. Because I've known Zax for a while, even before he even did content. When he was just somebody in the chat. Now his channel's like huge. But I remember Zax, so maybe that's probably.
And we all started somewhere.
Yeah, he did a really good job at growing his channel, and he's done a really good job of being kind to me and promoting my stuff. So I really appreciate that. So shout out to Zax.
Okay.
Zax probably is.
I should have planned this. We should have planned this better, but I'm more.
That's all right. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Let's do first. Let's do. How did you start?
That's a crazy question. So I came up with the idea of Vigilante Williamson like a while ago, but never did anything with it until the pandemic. And admittedly, even though I don't watch a lot of channels that kind of inspired it, a lot of the kind of like the woke and the culture war stuff kind of inspired me to start making content. So I did around, was it June? No, it was the last day of June going into July. literally the middle of the year of 2020. So because I actually started off, even though I said culture war content, I started off with a positive stream. The first stream on this channel, and it should still be up, was just like positive news. There was a channel.
How long is it? How long is it?
I did it for a few weeks.
No, I mean
And
like how like is it an hour or is it really short?
I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. I have to check. Now I'm gonna check on my channel. It's a goodness. I haven't looked at it in a while, and I had a different mask set up. Like I've tried a few different masks, but the idea was just being anonymous. It really was supposed to be music, which I didn't start doing music until the end of last year, on at least online. I mean, I've done music my entire life, but I haven't started doing anything online. So yeah, Jesus, I do not remember. And so I have tons of streams on my channel, tons of videos, tons of stuff that over the past 4 years of kind of, and it's changed. Like I said, I started off, I did a positive stream, I did a few of those, and then I started doing more news and culture war stuff. But eventually, I kind of got burnt out on that type of stuff. Even though, I mean, those subjects still come up in these streams, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, for whatever.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just because some of it's kind of unavoidable. And then because some of the audience I have, they've been around, if you ever been in the chat, Cinch a Dildo, Papa Cotton.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, some of the audience has just been around for so long, so that that's still kind of, even if they're not as versed on it or not as hardcore as they once were, that was that's still kind of something that's interests them, and so we end up, somebody says something, and we end up on a conversation. So I'm actually going all the way back. I got almost 500 streams. That's actually almost embarrassing to have this many streams. Oh, is it not going any further? Oh man, I can't even see the first stream. Wow.
You should be able to.
Oh no, here it is. That's weird. It has other, maybe because these things got taken down. That's why they're below. Okay, so yeah, it was June 30th, 2020. It was a 30-minute stream. I had a few 30-minute streams. I did it for a few weeks, and then I started my own kind of podcast thing, the Vigilante Williamson Show. And I ended up making 100 episodes. It took forever to do, but I did end up doing 100 episodes of that. And at some point, like I said, I kind of got burnt out and disillusioned with the culture war stuff, maybe 2022. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to quit. I didn't know what I was going to do, but in late 2021, I would just do like gaming streams. I did like these Mario. It would start off with Mario 64. I would do Mario 64 streams, and then we would just talk about stuff. And that's kind of what led to the format that we have now. We would just, actually, I could probably check that out just to see when did I start those. In case you want to go, in case whoever watches this stream wants to actually go on my channel and look through all this, like I said, I have a way too many streams. It's almost embarrassing to have had this many streams, this much content, especially when there's so many people. Which I guess I'm not as burnt out about it or as bummed out about as I used to be, but there's been so many people who have created channels in the 4 years that I've been doing this that have way more subs, way more content, way more everything. So maybe it started late or early 2022 with those streams.
Hey, Dad, man, I hope you're enjoying the
Hey, Dad, man.
Camping, even though we all know is glamping. From what I've heard recently, it's not really camping. From a little birdie, from AK called Mark. But
so yeah, this would have been.
Yep, it was a time coming.
All right.
So I have a funny. If I just find this, my Discord would. If I find it, where is it? If I just remember where I had a new computer, and sometimes I forget where I put
No worries.
the picture.
No worries. See, it's actually late 2021 when we started doing gaming stuff. And then that led to me just starting to do that over. Glamping is overstated. Mrs. made sure.
Okay, so it's not even you. So are you don't even like camping, and you're going camping? Okay, who? Sorry to get derailed, but
No
you
worries.
know how it is.
Yeah.
Whose idea? Who? Okay. Why are you? You might as well just go camp. You might as well just go camping in the RV and call it camping. But okay. Good to see you showing up. Don't forget to hit the like and the share the stream out.
Yeah, please do.
What else? Oh, what else do I want to talk about? Not all this planning at all. Trying to I just gotta do this one thing. Okay, yeah, sure. But not from what I heard from I was watching Mark and I didn't not I heard you were playing Fortnite at a campsite a while back. Or maybe last year of all, but well I get this picture sent to so that way I can get it on my computer. Do
I had to Google glamping, but I am now aware of it. I've never
yeah, I
glamped
know.
on
I
camp.
didn't know it was a thing till 2 years ago.
I mean, I used to hear it as a thing, but they didn't have a word. It was just like, oh, when people camp, but they really don't camp. They just have all the technology, and it's like you might as well just went to a hotel. But
And
I never did
man,
either, so I can't
just
say
so
anything.
you know, and I know you're in the Twitter group, I'm only sent the 2 pictures so I can get them on here easier than sending them through email to myself. Where are they? Copy link, save image as save. You know what? I can just do this. Okay. Give me 1 second to figure out how to do the screenshot. Yeah, I know. I can see this. Okay. So if anybody was curious why I might have had to move the stream back to like 30 minutes, I'll show you exactly why. Just give me a second to get it to where I want.
All right.
This family is in town. I won't be
Wow.
doing a stream tomorrow. This is I took this. It's really simple to do. But all you did is I'll show you. There's one picture.
It's a nice house.
So I'll show you. Just give me one. Let me pull up Google Maps.
Oh, whoa.
And that's why problem is I didn't know what time we were going or what we were doing all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to plan for one time and then traffic. So that's why I was saying possibly 8, but then I got home and figured out, I'll have plenty of time.
Okay. Cool. Is that your house that you just?
No. I'm getting there.
Okay. Sorry.
So now Let me just figure out where's the layer terrain. I'll do satellite. Okay. So now I just got to do this to here, to here, to here. Okay. This is where I was earlier today. So that
Okay.
picture I just showed
Mhm.
is right
Oh,
here.
okay.
Now, what I didn't realize, let me show you. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. What you don't realize till I went there today, I thought this was the front.
Mhm.
It's not the front. It's what would be like your equivalent to a back porch.
I see.
So, in all actuality, this would be like you go in from the back, going I want to say north is the
Okay.
back versus the front is over. If I can just find it again. Let me see if this will be it. No.
What is this?
So this is where I went earlier today.
Oh, okay.
And then let me see if I can just zoom in. Let me see what this does. So so there was a war battlefield. But let me see
It's
if
like a Civil War thing.
it was during the Civil War.
Okay.
So let me see if I can get any better pictures. So that's why I didn't know what time I was getting home.
Mhm.
But let me type it in. Alright. So let me pull this part up. It'll load up now. Alright. So you saw where it's at, right?
Yeah, I think it said Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
Franklin, Tennessee.
So what you don't realize is you go from the back. I made a not video like I play Pokemon Go. So I walked up and thinking, oh, that's the front of the house. That's a really big porch. No, like every house. This is the front.
Mhm.
This would be like your back wraparound, almost like wraparound porch.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, and weird thing is, if it if it wasn't for a a mess up, there would have been no war there. But because of a part, there was a group. The I don't know how to say it. Can't remember it, but anyways, they the Union soldiers got out at night
Mhm.
when they should have been blocked and captured, like every war. You always have
Mhm.
prisoners. Anyways, so if that didn't go, if it would have gone better, none of it would have happened. None of that stuff would have happened like it did, because it would have
Mm.
been way different and not as many casualties, obviously.
I see.
But the problem is everything went by horses back then because you didn't have cars or internet or
Yeah. Any like electronic technology or of any kind.
Thank you, Dad. Send my regards
It's good to
to
see you too, man.
Mrs. But thanks for dropping by. I thought you were camping. How are you? Well, whatever. It's
He's
Florida,
glamping,
and
remember?
I know. Anyways, have a good one. And don't forget, hey, I'll keep it up so you can come back and watch the replay.
Okay.
So let's go back to you.
Okay.
Then it's a one-on-one interview. What was your first ever console you owned?
Ooh. It's so it wouldn't
And
have
I
been one
forgot.
that go
And
ahead.
I forgot to say I don't do it. I do it like this. But if you want to do the like, you don't have to do the icon if you don't want to. And I know sometimes you don't.
Oh, okay.
But I used
No,
to
I,
it just because. But
I'm cool doing it.
I should have led. I should have told you that, but I didn't think of it till just now. Anyways, back to your first console.
Yeah, I had thought about like using the mask, but sometimes that mask is very cumbersome. That's why I rarely use it. But I need to
Oh,
use it
really?
more. The whole gimmick. Yeah. It's just
Did
it's
you
hard to
make?
see out.
Did you make it, or
I
how did
used
that
to use
come
like
about?
homemade sheet masks, and I finally found someone that makes like luchador masks for like wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it at the time for like $100. I'm like, oh man, I'll do it. And or like a little bit over $100, but it was fairly, relatively cheap. Cause I got quotes. So I just started to get quotes a couple years ago. Man, some people wanted like thousands of dollars to do a mask. Like, I don't have that type of money. like, so this one, no. But the problem is I can't see out of it. I mean, I can, but barely, and it's hard to see out of it. It's kind of obnoxious. Plus, I really don't like being on camera in general. I need to get over that.
Oh, there's one more thing that I forgot that I just thought of right now. Before we get back to your first console,
Mm-hmm.
that I just figured out that I just remembered in the background.
Okay.
So you know how I said, the war almost didn't end up where it was.
Yeah.
So basically, Confederates were so you know how you remember all the Civil War stuff, right? So you have all the how it worked, like all the Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, yada yada,
Yeah.
Texas, all succeeded.
Mhm.
So back then they had all the trains. So there was a major battle because there's a bunch of train tracks to get supplies. So they were going from um, Atlanta to cut off the thing. I mean, like every war thing. But anyways, why that matters is because the unions had their temporary HQ here,
Mm. Okay.
and this, I know it's a bunch of houses, but imagine back during the Civil War, they're basically, in a way, they're like a modern day neighborhood was.
Mhm. Yeah.
So they had, I forget exactly, but basically these two families were neighbors.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize is back before, basically Tennessee was the West Coast back then, because
Mhm.
none of anyone from Illinois, all the way to California. None of that was currently how it was.
Yeah.
Because I can pull it up. Give me 1 second to pull it up, and I'll show you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I remembered it. U.S. map. Sorry, I didn't mean this to turn into history.
No worries.
101.
It is what it is.
Kind of makes sense why. Okay. Let me see if I can get a better map. This not during. I can't believe sometimes you think you type it in right and then it doesn't work.
Mhm.
Okay, let me. So hard to find a decent, easy to see map. Let me see. Okay, let me blow this up really quick. Open link. Do this. Do this. Okay. So basically, anybody from not Arkansas. Can't think of what the state above Arkansas right now.
Was it like Missouri? And
Wasn't it? I think it was. Anyways,
I've heard St. Louis called the gateway to the West, so that's what made me think that.
It might. I don't remember, but anyway, Texas, Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, and Florida and Tennessee broke away, obviously. So, so basically, they had a big fight. So one day, I will go to I want to see the Carter House.
Okay.
So, if I can just take this map out, get that out. That's that. Just trying to show you if I can remember where it's at. So this is, basically this. Honestly, this is as close as you can get to the Smithsonian without being. Obviously, it's not better, but if you're in the area, it's good. So that's that. Okay, now that I got history out of the way, before we get that, I will want to say hi to B. Jake. How are you?
Hey.
Hi. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about back to you talking about your first ever console.
Yeah, so owned that I actually owned probably like an Xbox 360 or something like that, but that was like I was in my 20s. So because I'm thinking of all the other consoles was just like kind of family consoles, but the first console I played, and this is going to show how old I am, wasn't a console. Do you guys remember? The old heads will remember where certain TVs had Pong on them, like just you could play Pong on the TV. It was that. My granddad had that. where you could somehow it was a part of the TV, and these little two controllers came out, and we would play Pong. And then like the NES and SNES. So those are the earliest consoles I can remember. So yeah, I'm
You
old
mean
fart.
like? Let me see if there's a word.
Let's see if I can find it online.
And I apologize if the voice is off. It's allergy season.
No worries.
And for some reason, I'm figuring out. I have a case of allergies.
I think this is a Magnavox TV. It had built-in Pong. So that's I think what I'm thinking. Yeah. Something like that.
So like that.
So yeah. Something like that had built-in Pong. I
Okay.
think it's the Magnavox because I'm looking. I Googled it and I'm like, I think this is it. It looks similar.
Let me switch back. And let me add, I'm only on one monitor.
Oh man, so yes, that's
It's
right.
on my laptop. Anyway, I don't know how people do it, but it's fine for currently.
Oh man, I guess
Sorry,
it's very cool. Yeah, my granddad had it.
Do you still have it or no?
No, that was a long time. Like I said, I didn't really own that. It was my granddad's, but I mean, he had it for us, for the the grandkids to come and play Pong. The kid, because it's even though I was born in '87, so I mean I'm old, but I'm not that old. But it's just back in the late '90s, late '80s, early '90s, a lot of that old technology just would still be around. You know what I mean? Some people might still have an 8-track or have a Betamax or something like that. Because it's just, once you buy it, you just keep it.
Or like in my case, let me see if oh, weird. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Hopefully it doesn't act up. Let me grab you. Like crap. Let me rephrase that. Invite. Copy. Let me just send this to myself really quick. I'm like doing it differently than I normally would. Alright, let me just pull this out. If I can just remember. There we go. But what was your first? So that was your first console?
That would be the earliest one I can remember. Yeah. That'd be. But I mean, along with NES, I mean, I had it. I feel like there was an NES in the household. Because that was my granddad. I didn't live with my granddad, but that was the earliest console I remember was that. And then around the same time, either my dad or my stepdad or my mom had got an NES right before the SNES. So this is like a 2 to 3 to 5-year-old me. So I'm very young at this point. Hey, second weight. Oh man, Game Boy.
No, it's me. You can tell that's what I used to do streamers on with my phone.
No worries.
So I used to use it for my second. So this is. Let me preface this. This is not my first one that I had, but it's identical.
I imagine.
Mine was
the Advance wasn't even the first Game Boy they had. They had the original one.
I can grab you. I know it's a nipple. I was doing it quick. Weird number. You mean like? Here we go. I really should move all my stuff around. I'm getting one more thing together. So what were you? What was your first handheld then?
Handheld, it probably wasn't Game Boy, maybe Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Game Boy Color.
That I want to get. I'm not gonna get every Game Boy because it just seems silly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need
Game Boy
100%
Color.
collection. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, or maybe Game Gear. Well, no, I didn't have it. Again,
No.
I Game Gear.
Okay. You know
'cause
what?
my uncle had Game Gear because you could watch TV on it. So sometimes he would bring that. So that's probably the first one I had access to, but I think that was my own. It would probably be a Game Boy Color. I believe is that the one that came out with in the late 90s? Gotta check. Yeah, 98. Yeah, sounds about right.
But um uh sorry. Um let me get through this one thing.
All right.
Let me just get these on the ground. Not on the ground. Okay. So I never had this.
Hey.
I never had this.
Yeah.
I bought this at a store. I'll get back into that later.
Yeah. Classic.
Never so had these had these from from ever. The red I want to say buddy gave me this. I don't remember if I bought blue or this copy. Bought this, and sorry for the
you good
for the messiness, but this, if you see, that's where all the, all your, all the game, not obviously this wouldn't go in there because of how mint it looks, but all your other ones stuff goes in here, and for I don't know what, but these used to be. Pop this open one hand. I'll show you what. I don't know that people actually realize this, but what you could use to do is get this in. Trying to deal with one-handed, kind of difficult. But basically, this would hold your Game Boy games. Ignore all the. These. Honestly, I've had these forever. So, yeah. But anywho, there's that. What else? The funny thing about this game, to be honest, I never knew what it was.
I don't think I've ever
I
heard of it.
you look it up later.
All right.
I guess it's a big thing, but I never knew it was
Mhm.
when I had it. I don't remember where I got it from, to be honest, but I don't remember if a cousin gave it to me or what. I don't. Hopefully this summer I'll go through and see where all my other if I have all my other stuff, and then I'll do another video on the gaming channel.
Mhm.
This was organized for the longest time, but I was I'm a lazy person at heart. What
Don't worry.
this used to be how you connected Game Boys to other Game Boys.
Okay.
So let me freeze this, and let me find it. I got this from my buddies. As I try to unhook everything. But who knows? I might do another stream tomorrow night. No, I probably won't do a stream tomorrow, because of Easter and all. But I will be doing one probably Tuesday. I just gotta figure a guest for it. I hate when you have all these cord. You remember the old cord days. But anyways, let me just get one site and just pretend this. But you know what I can do? Show this. Okay. Hopefully this does. Let me just make sure. Let me mute really quick on both. That way I don't, just in case I forget that I have the game music on. I just want to make sure so I don't get hit for it. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there's that. Here's this.
Mm-hmm.
So it would go in here, and then you would have. The problem is I don't have another Game Boy
Yeah, no
at the
worries.
moment. And then it would just see how it attaches here.
I vaguely remember that because of I remember people like trade Pokemons and stuff like that with that.
So that's how it used to be before how they did it with the color.
Okay.
I know this game is on Switch Online. I definitely recommend playing it because this is peak story. Like some people love GoldenEye, like myself. Never owned GoldenEye, but but there's that. Back to remove. There we go. Okay, let me go. Yeah. So there's that. So what you said, Pong on TV, and then what? What did you do after? What was your? And then Game Boy, and then what did you have after that?
But like I said, I had an NES and an SNES, and at one point, I mean, we ended up having kind of all the systems that in order. I mean, not all of them, like not the Saturn and stuff like that, but the main systems. I have had it. Like I said, the original NES, even though that's gone. SNES. I currently even still have a. Well, actually, I bought that years ago. A Genesis. But before the retro game stuff got really expensive. I was able to get a Genesis, and then
It was so funny though because I remember what I was going to show next. Let me just get back to there. I forgot. So I showed you all the Game Boy stuff.
mhm.
My only mistake, luckily, I had the black Game Boy, but I'll get back to the black Game Boy in a second. I didn't realize that I forgot gold came out for the color, not the original game. The brick, the gray Game Boy. So I went to go put it in, and I'm like, why is it not working? And then I dawned on me that it came wrong Game Boy. Because I thought it was, like red and blue and yellow and green to that point. I didn't realize that it came out afterwards. So, but yeah. Okay, let me get back to this really quick. Should have kept it, and then I hate when you have a plan and then it doesn't go to plan. Okay.
No worries.
So, whoops, echo. What is So basically, these two, we all remember Toys R Us back in the day, right? V, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
But basically, these two I got from Toys R Us because they were going out of sale. This I bought this secondhand, but I forget where I bought it right off the top. But basically, nice thing about these are I can get on Mario Kart, I can have different outfits. So all I would have to do is, I don't know where my Pro controller is, but anyways, you could use it to get different outfits. So that's why I got this one. Problem is, I didn't realize these two. These two won't work. This one won't work because it's from the new Metroid game. So basically, I got these for cheap when Toys R Us by me a long time ago when I was going out of business back in years ago. So why I started, I don't need every one of them, but I just was tired of the simple me costume helmet for Mario Kart. So I got this and both of these. Technically, the monster from Dread and Samus came together. I had a gift card. So that's why I have those. Ideally, now I know you can technically use them on Zelda. I don't know how to do that because I don't play it. But anyways, so that's that. But that is all that. So if you go back to see the Mario Kart stuff and you wonder why I have a random Samus helmet. That's why.
Mhm.
But what else do we want to talk? Is there anything you want that's like certain stuff you want to talk about?
Not nothing in particular. Hey, Nas, appreciate you
Hey,
being here.
Nas.
What language, Nas? Language.
No, I'm not. I'm not that. As long as it doesn't do anything major, I'm kind of. I normally don't use it myself, but I don't
I would
care.
time. He's getting away with this on your channel. I would have timed him out. But Nas gets timed out all the time, though. That's not even.
I figured.
All the time. But yeah.
I mean, I can time him out if you really want me to.
No, you don't have to. It's your stream. You do what you want. I'm a guest. I don't get to control things.
But yeah.
Didn't
Stupid.
said yeah, I was streaming his next comment. He said I know he restarted Rebirth to raise Tifa's wardrobe. I did not do that. That did not happen. So
hey, you know what you need, Nas? You need to okay, the question is Nas, do you have anyways, do you have Switch? Do you have a Switch V or no?
I'm sorry, you talking to Nas?
No, I was talking to Nas and everybody. Does anybody have a Switch?
A Switch? My brother has a Switch, and he let me borrow his for a little bit. But I've played the Switch, and there's games when I like it. I mean, I like Mario Maker. I mean, that's such a fun game.
I have Mario Maker. What I need to do is I need to make some levels and record some of
Well, they're shutting down the first one, which that sucks.
I think I have. Let me look.
They're shutting down the server. So the first Mario Maker is going to be, if it's not already, you can't even use it. So that's
really,
yeah. They're shutting down the server.
Why is that?
Because they're assholes. That's why. I mean,
hey Raquel,
hey, Raquel.
I saw your thing come by, but
that's just a thing that happens. Unfortunately, that's a thing that's become more common in gaming.
You should get one.
Yeah, I heard they might come out with a Switch 2 next year. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. Either. Okay. What I heard is I remember you don't have it. Sorry, Raquel, that I even asked that. I forgot. I heard, so you know how the DS line is?
Mm-hmm.
How they have all those DSs?
Yeah.
I heard the Switch, it'll be turned into, as far as I heard as of last, it'll just be the new quote unquote DS, where you have different generation. But so you'll have like the original Switch, OLED and light. Then you have the new one when it comes out. So in all actuality, just think that 3DS, how that all went, and from the DS to the 3DS to the, how you can play them all, in a nutshell.
Let's see.
And just put it in ideally to that frame of mind.
Okay.
Containers.
Okay.
But versus I have Origami King. It's okay. It's a it's a learning curve. I've never really owned it. I played it, the one on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that the funny thing is I have 3 All-Stars. Only for, I know it's gonna be sad, but I got it for Sunshine because who knows when they're gonna do a remaster of Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the, of course, I I didn't own it. I mean, I could go find it and buy it, but neither. I don't play Final Fantasy. I only knew Sephiroth because of. I mean, I've heard of it. I always thought Final Fantasy was a clone of Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I know. It's the other way around. I was trying to be funny there. I figured you would laugh at that joke. Pass? I'm not that kind of. I'm not that.
Yeah, see, this is why nonsense are getting timed out. Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
Now I see why.
The song for Sephiroth is awesome, Raquel. It is awesome. And we were playing on the stream on the channel, Rebirth, and they really did a really good job with the remastered music. I know you said you just said obviously you didn't play Final Fantasy. You started with Kingdom Hearts.
I know Cloud, and the problem is I look up the lore and I'm even more confused than I should be.
It's a very confusing lore. Firstly, because the entirety of Final Fantasy is multiple games that are not really connected outside of certain elements that are in most of the games.
So they're not even connected?
So there's a meme about this. So Final Fantasy 1 through each game, there's like an anthology series. So each game only has its own universe. But they do make sequels of certain games. So there's Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy X-3, and those are all connected to Final Fantasy X. But Final Fantasy 11 is not connected to Final Fantasy X. I know your brain just said, okay, fuck this. It's just like, fuck this. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting into this shit. It's too much. And then so for Final Fantasy 7, there's a bunch of games.
Wait. You could tell me all this 5 seconds later. I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, I figured, but I mean, there's a joke about this, how the Final Fantasy universe is so crazy. There's a meme. Let's see if I can find that meme. And it
now BioShock is fun to play. I basically beat the whole Skywalker saga.
Okay.
On Switch, if I would have known what I should have just bought double copies, but I was, I wanted Switch. That's why I have all the BioShock gameplay is from the Switch. Now I do have the only BioShock game I have. I know that I can tell you one, and then don't even get me started on the Game Boy games, but I've been seeing around ever since. I do have Mario Maker 2.
Okay. There'll still be a lot to play. If you had the first one, you're screwed though.
No. Oh, let me ask Nintendo being, so I shouldn't be shocked. Is what you're telling me?
Like I'm sorry, Nintendo being what?
I shouldn't be shocked with Nintendo being Nintendo.
Yeah. This is just what they do. And a lot of companies are doing this now. They're just They shut down their old servers because they already sold you the game. They don't really need to keep them, so they don't really care about
I
you.
will once I get my stuff back that I was getting put away. As you can probably hear the noise. Probably not great for screen, but you know. Um. But anyway, the last Pokemon game that I actually bought. Well, I have Sword and Shield. I don't play Shield. What I honestly do is I just have everything. I have the Pokemon home. I just transfer all this stuff like shinies I want, and then
Mhm.
I just put them in the games I want, except for Let's Go Pikachu.
Okay.
Um, and I finally beat Let's Go Pikachu a while back. Now, I just never. I did get Arceus. You know what? Take that back. I did have Arceus. Was my last one. But currently, I'm not up to date, and probably won't be because I just don't. I it just didn't catch me.
Yeah.
No, but you're gonna laugh at this. Call me crazy. I never got into. I'm sorry, but it's turning about me. My should be one-on-one. But anyway. But let me pull my phone up again. I
Mhm.
really should have planned this way better. But um let me get this. Make sure my foot doesn't. While I do that, no, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. I know Yu-Gi-Oh what it is. It's just you know, who me? V, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I think he heard you
Uh,
get up because you hear you get up and leave, so he probably thought you disappeared.
no, I will show you why I got up. It all makes sense in a come. What time does he normally start?
Hey, I don't stream games on Saturday. I usually stream music on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I got a music
So
channel. So yeah.
why are you
Wait till
talking?
tomorrow, Nas. He just likes controlling people. Don't
No, so
he's
you're just I okay.
yeah. He's demanding.
Now
So
I'm catching on to what V's been dealing with forever.
see, someone else has to deal with you, and now it's like okay, I feel vindicated.
Oh boy. Hopefully the echo isn't um uh, okay. So I didn't
Hey,
buy this by any means. Ignore all of this back here. It's just a messy death that I got. Finally got the computer. So I just haven't put everything to where it should go
mm-hmm.
currently. See all these? I mean, you can't see, but you know.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
No,
how.
they're not original by any means.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean like what I mean is like the first edition.
Yeah, but I mean, still, man. I wish I didn't have anything first edition, honestly, when I was young. But I mean, I wish I'd have kept any of the cards I had back then.
I'm hoping when I go look through boxes, the game I gotta wait for a sibling to come home. That way, in case he wants something, I don't know.
Mhm.
But like, look at that card. I'm like, now I do have it in a sleeve. You can't tell. Give me a sec. I don't even know what it would go for, anyways. I probably should put them in sleeves, everything, but I'm not. I could sell them, but I doubt they're worth anything, like the old ones are.
Mhm. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's worth anything nowadays.
I don't think so. But yeah, and then that's that. Let me see if okay, you said BioShock. Give me 1 second to do this. Hey, I didn't buy the cards. I got it. People bought it for me. My buddies they got it as a gift. Give me 1 second. Said buy it. Now I don't have a complete playthrough, but if I go to let me see. I go to shorts. Let me find them. I never. You ever? Hey, B, did you ever play Doom? Any of them?
Doom? Yeah, I played because my cousin said I played the you talking about Doom, right?
Yeah, Doom.
Okay.
Like the Doom Slayer.
Yeah. So yeah, I played them and I actually had when I built my first computer like a decade ago or whenever Doom came out, my graphics card came with Doom, the remake. But I played the original back in the 90s because my cousins had it on their computer. I thought it was the coolest shit ever back then.
I need to do a playthrough. Oh, here's a
Maybe something to play through, yeah.
here's one thing like really. Let me just try. I need to try this. Didn't realize I actually banned them. I don't know how to unban.
Uh-oh.
Whoopsies.
I was just looking at the chat, just saw Nas disappear. That was just funny. I can't say I
know
feel.
what I did, but I didn't mean to do that. I thought like my gut said like you would like give like a certain time limit.
It trust me, you won't miss them.
I'm still learning the.
And no worries, we all still learning this YouTube thing. It's a nightmare in and of itself.
Hey Raquel, do you know, is there a way to fix it, or am I a hoop for?
Do you still see his thing up there, or does it disappear for you too? Because there should be a way to unban him.
Trying to look. My cursor would. Hold on. I'm trying to. This would work. From say solo layout. Let me see if I layout regular. Keys recording guess. Trying to figure it out. I don't know how to do it. Hotkey layout, yes. Shouldn't, I don't know. I can go, you know what I can do? If he's still watching, I'm trying to fix it. I didn't realize what I did. So don't unsub. I promise I will get it fixed next time. I should get it fixed by Friday.
Okay.
I don't know what I did. I don't see him in the comment. That's the problem.
Oh man. Okay.
Whoopsies. You learn on. Well, now I know. Problem was that what I was trying to do was
He'll survive.
put user in timeout is what I was trying to do.
Yeah. All those buttons are really close to each other. So if you misclick, it ends up happening.
So if you can tell him next time he's in your chat, it was an oopsies.
Right.
I will try to fix it next time. Because I don't know what I did, to be honest.
Okay.
And I know he's always in your chat, so.
Yeah. I see him. I'll let him know.
I promise. We're gonna do this. I just gotta send one text. Sorry, inner call, but I can kill. Should be right up there, but I can use a cover for it, and I'll understand. Hopefully. Okay, so like what I was doing before, I banned Nas on accident. This was, I feel like you would laugh. I mean, that you would think this is cool, and everybody does.
Yeah, I was still entertained. But okay, what's this?
The story guy.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that killer app.
I bought. It's really hard.
Huh. Oh, Tron 2.0. Killer app.
The little.
I didn't know they had a Tron Game Boy Advance game.
I knew.
Only
The
$15.95.
problem is I knew they had a computer game, and where I got most of my newer retro games, I saw the box and I saw the price, and I'm like, I doubt I can get a better. I probably overbought it, but I was like, I looked in the box and everything was there, so I'm like, even if I overbought it, oh well. You know, you can't, like, all that stuff was in there. So
I bought this.
So you get the poster, you get the game, and if I remember right, give it a second or you get all past this.
Okay.
Only $15.95 for all this. Look at the cool box.
And then the box is, I have it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Like, you know, you remember how they used to have like the opening boxes where like you can look at it?
Mm-hmm.
That takes me back.
Yeah.
Now it's a hard game to play, I can tell you that much, but you know, I haven't really played it, but it was more for just a collection's sake. And I couldn't pass up the, you know. But oh, he's back.
Okay, he figured it out.
Let me see if I'm just gonna do an experiment, Nos. Hopefully this doesn't. Did it do anything? I don't know if it did anything, but
I promise I did not mean to do it. Is there anything you want to talk about? Any topics
Nah,
you want to bring up?
not really. Not really. I guess soft plug for, like I said, I do a stream on my other channel with music. I do Synthwave Saturday night. So yeah, if go to Vigilante Williamson Music on YouTube. Even though these streams end up getting blocked because we play music.
I
We
know.
don't do-
It was
Yeah.
so weird. I went to go watch and next thing I know, I'm like, okay.
So
I almost was gonna tell you something, but I'm like, you
it
probably
happens all the
used
time
to
because we
it by now.
play music. And so basically how it ends up going, if we play independent artists, we're fine. If we play artists that get signed, and sometimes like what happened with Carpenter Brute, sometimes the artist is independent and they have gotten signed, and then there's we used to be able to play them, now we can't. So we end up playing a lot of different music. A lot of it's synthwave, but not all of it. And then I try to make a synthwave or 80s revival style track while we, in between breaks of playing music and just talking about whatever. So we'll start at 11 tonight or 11 Central because obviously different time zones. And I'm in Texas. This ain't, Beyonce said this ain't Texas, but that's not correct. This is absolutely Texas.
Okay. Okay, on that, it's totally gonna be. I can re-edit the title later. But why did she? Why do you know anything? Why she decided to make country music?
I'm assuming money. I'm assuming she said, you know what?
Why? She doesn't even have a country. She's pop.
Because
okay. Let me be clear.
Now.
Taylor Swift went from country to pop for a reason. Why in the world do you go from pop?
Pop, yeah, but it's pop. She actually, back in the day, Destiny's Child used to be R&B, but then she became a pop artist, and then now she's doing country. It's just the wave. The same reason. It's just when a genre got popular. That's why you had Weezer doing hip hop. Like, what are you doing hip hop for? I don't know, because it's popular right now.
I guess, but it's just funny.
It's just, it's the same sort of thing. It's like when the genre starts to get, because somebody because especially for an artist as big as her, somebody in a corporate office looked at the numbers and said, "Hey, you might sell more albums if you do a country album." And she's like, "All right." And then she hires a bunch of country producers and writers. She goes to do their part. They edit the vocals and they put it out. And I didn't even see. I'm sure it's probably the #1 album in America, even though it's just because of Beyonce.
About it, I didn't listen to it, and probably won't. But that's just me. I don't. There is one more thing. It's I feel like since you have 2 channels, you'll understand my confusion on the. Let me just get to it. Remember where it was.
She's doing a concert. She's going all in. She did a concert in Nashville. She's really leaning into this. Man, the country market is big. Because you know what? People who like country
no wonder why it's just funny.
Yeah, it's fun. Just like even the guy, I like Jelly Roll, but he used to be a rapper. He's like, you know what? Let's do country. And now more people know him from country than being a rapper. It's a popular genre, so everybody's getting there.
All right, here's the. Let's do this. Let me do.
Yep, Cowboy Carter broke a Spotify record. It's the most streamed album in a single day. 2024. So I knew it was gonna be a huge album. It's been straight 200 million times. I just Googled it. I knew it because it's Beyonce. So that's why she did a country album, because so she can get streamed 200 million times. I mean, she just did another album. It just would have been, it's just another Beyonce album. But now making a country album, that means more people, even people who don't like Beyonce, are going to get a chance to at least know of it. And they may say this sucks, which I don't know. I don't know the one song, which I guess is okay, but that's why it's marketing. Good old marketing, and it seems to have worked.
Thank you, Raquel. I just saw it late. Thank you. Hey, here, since now I've brought up Bioshock.
I think
I
you're the
feel
only one
that-
who can see him because I can't see his comments when I go into the regular chat. Unless let me refresh. Nope, still can't see him. Oh, Raquel's a Texas girl.
I'll
Texas.
figure it out later.
Yeah.
So just come back if
Okay.
hopefully it'll get fixed some point when someone can walk me through it.
If you can
But
do that,
we'll
there's
get-
gotta be
we'll
a way
get-
to- Yeah.
I see it. I don't know, but anyways. So here's for Nos. Here we go.
Okay.
And then there's that. And then let me see if the funny one, it's so funny. Ever since I started doing the couple lives,
Mm-hmm.
if you hear a whine, it's probably my dog having, dog dreams. But ever since I tweaked it up there, I have noticed a little bit of here and there difference.
Mm-hmm.
I
gotta do more shorts. You had got me started to do shorts, but I kind of stopped. Need to do more because
I haven't ever. I mean, ever since I did this, ever since I did this one,
yeah,
I've been focusing on the newer channel. I've done a couple, obviously. These are all from. Let me see, from here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. I've done 13. I'll do a couple more later. More later. But yeah. This one was a funny one to me. Because if I go back to, let me see if I find it. Where is it? No, where is that? But one of them, I forget where. But you know what? I want to show a funny, brutal hockey fight, and then we can end it. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go eat dinner really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I might come back and after I eat really quick. So let's finish this really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, somehow you get the joke because the goalie did. So there's that. And then I feel like this is a fun one.
Damn.
Do you ever remember playing that when you were before?
Battlefront. Oh man, it's been a while. It's the 04.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is not the remake. This is
it's the OG one.
Yep.
Not
the collection.
Yeah.
This is that I have it on the Xbox. The only reason why I want to get the collection is because of the play online. And I'll get it at some point, but once they fix it. And one more do, do, do. I pretty much play whatever. I mean, you get total, get the gist.
Yeah, and I appreciate you having the Lions win the Super Bowl because it made that a little bit like, oh, cool.
I did change teams just so you know.
Yeah, no worries.
I thought that would be a funny one to end on.
Oh man, that was close. All right, man.
Let's end this part 1. And then Raquel, are you free by chance? Well, I get the answer from Raquel.
Yeah. And similar to Raquel, I haven't been to Dave & Buster's in a while.
No, that's not Dave & Buster's. That's a local arc. That's a local arc. So
local arcade.
Not here. Let me see if where we've a lot where I went to go back to see Friends.
Okay.
And that's an old arcade. It's a bowling alley with arcade per se.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm trying to see if I can find. Let me see if I find. There's one that I really want to show. Where did I do it? You know what? I can do this. If I go here. No, if I go right here. Sorry, I can end it after this one. Just let me find it really quick. And I'm trying. All right. So I'm going to close the chat. What I'm going to do is here's this. This is where it'll all make sense in a second. So just listen to this, and it'll all make. Okay. Let me say this really quick. I figured what I'm going to do is I'll probably come back and after dinner, and I'll see if anybody's free to join. And then we'll see where it goes from there. But so here the last part. Speaking of merch.
That's something I definitely need to update.
So listen to this. Do you go to here?
Oh, YouTube channel. I'm gonna turn it down so that way it's not echoing. But if you
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, does those actually work well? Yeah. The Pokeball thing.
Hold on, I'm trying to find the beginning.
Worst case scenario. I know. Worst case scenario, just give it to me.
Let me. Here. You keep going.
Should be right here. So, can you hear that, V?
Yeah.
So basically, I did a quick backstory. I used to, way before I started the channel, this is where I'll show you where after work it goes through. But anyways, this is where I used to play Pokemon Go. So I flew back, and it was a community day. So I was like, perfect content day. So I basically woke up and drove down there from where I was staying with my buddy buddies.
Okay.
And basically, you this is up on the channel, by the way, on the gaming. I made a short of it. I just can't think of how far back it is to remember what I named it or whatever. But anyways, so this is, and I had 4 copies of the first shirt I ever, the first shirt, with the QR code.
Okay.
So I was giving them away. I just was lazy. I had to go do something. So I was like walking back, doing one more thing, ending it, and I started a conversation, and it ended up being I just gave the shirt.
But how many shinies do you have?
I have 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Say I got 1,600 candy, 109.
Oh, really?
How many do you have? Oh man, you got way more.
Yeah, but
So basically, I had more than him in a nutshell.
Okay.
And the next thing I
go
know,
here. And then,
I just decided to give my last shirt on my way out of there. I was like, might as well just give it away. I had a fun idea for it. It just fell apart, and I just was like, I didn't want to one more shirt away. So that's my first ever giveaway, free giveaway.
So I haven't done a giveaway for the channel, but that's smooth.
It was, I mean,
it really wasn't for the channel. We're just giving away friend, shirt to a friend, but still,
it was a random.
Yeah.
But let me get the merch and I'll show you, and then we can almost end. Let me just find it. Yeah. I'm almost there. Let it be. Go here. Chat. I'm just having it so I can pull it up easier. Because for some reason, it never wants to work for me. So, how I normally end it. All right. Now that we have that out of the way, before I end it, is there anything you want to plug before we're done?
Oh yeah, like I said, I have a stream coming up in a couple hours. Is it still yeah, about hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes.
Let me grab your
on my music channel. So Vigilante Williamson Music. You can just search that. Yeah, we do synthwave, and we every Saturday night, most Saturday nights, every now and again I miss it. But we do synthwave Saturday night. Like I said, we play music and then I record, I make a song live or make a beat live that's usually based or inspired by the 80s in some way. It's not always exactly synthwave per se, but yeah, that's what we do. And actually, and now last week's episode is finally back up, so that's cool.
Did you have to fight them?
Check out.
Did you have to fight them?
I have to. I just edit out anything. I just clip out, and so I don't fight it because I don't know if it is fair use. Because we do play music, like I said, we're pretty good if there's an independent artist or a newer artist. But if there's a major label song that we play, we'll get some shit. But yeah, last week's episode is back up. So
trying to find your link. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. Actually, fucking.
Okay, why am I not as? I know I subbed to both. Why am I not?
No worries. Technically have a sports channel too, but I haven't been as active on that. And that's the one thing. It's kind of hard to just stay active when you have multiple channels to stay active on all.
I know, right?
And then sometimes I just don't feel like it. Just lack of a better.
Do you know what is it called again?
It's Vigilante Williamson Music. I'm actually trying to link. I'm so slow. I'm trying to link to the actual chat or oh boy. What is this? I'm going to my YouTube. I'm trying to actually see if I can find the
I'm trying to find it. I know I watched one of it.
It's all right. I mean, if you search Vigilante
I can
Williamson,
get your normal channel, and I just can't.
it's just put the word music. It should be, even if you go youtube.com, I think channel / or whatever.
You said music?
Yes, Vigilante Williamson Music.
There it is. What?
Right, cool.
Why did it? I don't know what's up. I might have. Here we go. There we go. All right. Finally found it. Wrong one. Put it on this one. Private. I know. I'm worried. I'll figure it out. Hey, Static.
Hey.
Static, if you're free, I just gotta eat dinner really quick. Send me a message on Twitter if you're free later, but I figure you'll be on Dermies.
Oh, you found it, yeah.
So if you want to join, I can have a one-on-one. I just gotta eat dinner really quick, and then I'll boot it up again. Just send me a DM. Okay.
What? I had a for some reason one of my videos had 374.
So please go give this guy a sub.
Yes, please sub. We need more subs. So yeah, like 80s music, please sub. We'll do more than 80s music. Will be on that channel eventually. It's just too tired to do everything.
And then for me,
yeah, I was thinking I need to get something to eat too. So
hopefully it works this time. So it'll be easier if I just do this. T-shirts. Hopefully this shows up. Tell me, don't be afraid to tell me if it doesn't.
See it. I see everything. I'm not sure if it should show up on YouTube too.
Let me just see. It works. Perfect. All right. So this, how I was talking about the shirt giveaway? This was the first ever version.
Okay.
Now we can't get it in any color. I mean, all the colors are down below.
Okay.
There's that. And then let me do one more thing. There we go. Let me do this. Go here. I should be at dinner with the family right now, but I'm trying to end this really quick. And then I will, hopefully, if Static gets back to me, I will be back on this channel. So just hold tight. Let me finish this, eat dinner, and then I will be right back on. So unlike I normally raid someone, I will raid after the second one tonight.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to be live later on besides V. Well, I'll cross that road when I get there. All right. So if you want to help me out with anything, So how this works, like you probably have heard plenty of time on every other stream on this channel. You can do any amount. As soon as it gets to this, it'll get sent to me, and automatically. So you can send $1. You can, if you feel really generous, you can do the whole thing. It's price, community, crowdfunded. So to make it easy, so that way you don't have to feel like you have to fill the whole thing by yourself. So there's that. And with that, we are going to be done. Give me probably 20 to 30 minutes, or if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, and I will be hopefully right back after dinner. Okay?
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you to V for joining me.
No problem.
And I will definitely have you on another time.
All right.
In the future.
All right. Peace.
Bye. Bye.